Exercise without movement is a practice for generating a wonderful invigoration into the body. We'll begin in crocodile pose, makrasana. Laying on the stomach, place the legs a comfortable distance apart, and you can point the toes in. I prefer to point the toes out, whichever's more comfortable. Fold the arms in front of your body and rest the hands on the biceps. Ideally, the elbows are underneath the shoulders. This positions the arms so that the chest doesn't touch the floor. Place the forehead on the forearms and establish a diaphragmatic breath. Observe your breathing. Let the breath become deep and smooth. Once you're settled in this position, we're going to stay here for a while, so make sure that you're steady. And allow the body, when inhaling, to feel the abdominal muscles gently press against the floor. While exhaling, the abdomen gently contracts in an effortless way. The breaths are full. Let the body relax completely. Head is heavy, resting on the back of the forearms, and the curve of the diaphragm meets the floor, so that each inhale you feel the pressure descend into the abdomen. Effortless exhale. You can settle into a 1-to-1 breath count. So if the inhale is for 4 beats, the exhale is for 4 beats. And just allow the breath to move in its expansive capacity, down into the diaphragm, into the belly. And exhale. Cultivating intentionally the breath in this way, you can feel the relaxation descend into the floor and away from your body. Spine is soft. Pelvic bowl is receiving the support of the floor beneath you. Effortless exhales. You can expand the breath ratio to take an extra count on the inhale and the exhale. Just listening to your body. Just following the breath. Intentional inhale, effortless exhale. Just noticing the shift that takes over your nervous system. And gradually we'll transition. Gently lift the head up, bringing the weight back into the palms on the ground. You can externally rotate the arms so that the palms are facing on the ground. And respectfully bring one leg in and then the other so that the feet are hip width apart. We'll roll towards the right side onto your back into corpse pose. In this relaxation, again, breathing diaphragmatically. On the back of the inhale, just sense a feeling of vitality. As you exhale, surrendering fatigue. Inhale, increased sense of vitality. Exhale, surrendering fatigue. Feet are about hip width apart. Your spine is straight. The arms and legs are a comfortable distance apart. Make sure that you are comfortable. Palms are face up, nothing touching the fingertips. If you'd like, you can place a thin cushion or blanket under the neck and head. Just gently from side to side, moving the body parts to shed any tension or discomfort. And then find yourself into stillness. Bring attention to your right leg. Consciously create tension in the toes, pointing them away from the body, drawing the toes back to the shin, but pressing out through the ball of the foot. Don't tense any other part of your leg until you consciously choose to. From the foot, this tension continues up through the ankle joint, the leg and knee. Tense the calf muscles, the muscles of the lower thigh, moving up so that gradually, consciously, the entire length of the leg, from the toes to the uppermost muscles of the thigh, have tensed. If they're shaking, back off just a little bit. Reduce the tension slightly and relax your effort, but hold the tension briefly. Only the right leg. Continue breathing deeply, smoothly, and relax the tension slowly from the toes in the same rolling wave up to the top of the thigh. Release all of the tension and let the leg roll back to the side. We'll repeat that exercise on the left leg. Start with the toes. Press out through the ball of the foot and draw that tension up into the ankle. Calf tightens, leg is engaged, the knee is charged, all the way up into the inner and front and back of the thigh, like a wave from the toes right up to the hip point. The whole leg tense. Just find that interplay of place where the tension is not so great that you have to relax, but you can hold that tension. Follow the inhale, big breath in, and release. The entire leg from the toes up to the hip point, relax. Let's return to the right leg. Again, tracking the inhale this time, follow from the big toes, tension through the arch of the foot, the ankle. The calves engage, the front of the leg, the knee, all the way up through the inner thigh, quadricep, into the pelvic floor, and hold. Feel that tension through the right leg. Breath is even and steady. Relax from the toes like a wave up through the ankle, the knee softening, the quadriceps relax. The right leg is soft. Check in with your breath. Breath is even and steady. Relax. Let's try the left leg again. Left toes. Consciously command the tension from the toes like a wave through the arch of the foot, inhaling, ankle, calf, knee, quadricep, hamstring, inner thigh, tight, toned. Breath is even. Relax. Left toes, left ankle, left knee and thigh soften. Breath is deep and smooth. On the next inhale, both toes begin the wave of tension arising through the lower leg, knee, and thigh. Follow the breath to its peak. Hold that tension in the body at the peak of the inhale. Slight pause. Do not allow tension in the upper part of the body. And relax. From the toes, like a wave of softness, traveling upwards towards the pelvis. Breath is slow and smooth. Feel the legs fall away from the midline. Just take a breath. Again, both legs will tone from the toes like a wave through the ankle, the knee, into the thigh, following the inhale to the peak of the inhale. And hold this tension in the lower body. The upper body stays relaxed. The breath is thorough and smooth. On the exhale, release from the toes like a wave through the arches of the feet. The entire body resting upon the support of the earth. Just bring the awareness and focus to the breath. Relax completely. Breathe out. Breathe in. Continue like this. Just following the breath. Attune to the breath and listening. We'll tense the right arm From the fingertips on the inhale, hand is open, turned upward, fingers together, tension moves through the hand upward, the muscles of the upper arm. Consciously, like a wave, tension moves from the fingertips through to the shoulders. The fingers straight and stiff. The muscles of the upper arm rotate outwards as they become tense. Arm feels fully open. Hold the tension, breath smooth. Left half of the body relaxed and release. From the fingers, systematically again like a wave through the wrist, through the forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, soft, upon the earth. It's as if the knuckles rest closer towards the ground. Check in with the breath, smooth and even. The left hand, bring your awareness to the left fingertips. On the inhale, we'll track that tension as the fingertips draw together. Palm is straight, open to the sky. Wrist tension through to the elbow, up into the shoulder. Chest is open. Arm bone rotates away as the inhale reaches its crest. And relax the fingertips, relax the palm, relax the forearm, the elbow and shoulder. Breath is smooth and steady. Again, bring the awareness back to the right hand. The whole rest of the body stays relaxed. The breath is even as on the inhale, you draw the tension from the fingertips up through the palm, wrist, elbow, arm, shoulder, tense. The peak of the inhale, hold the breath just a little bit and relax. Fingertips soft, palm relaxes, the wrist is at ease, and the elbow and shoulder just roll back towards the midline gently. More knuckles on the earth. Effortless. Check in with the breath. Full breath into the belly. Exhale, release. Effortless. Left fingertips draw towards one another. The fingers in the palm straight and stiff. Not pressing into the ground. The muscles of the upper arm rotate outwards. Tension from the fingertips all the way up, following the inhale. Then relax from the fingertips through to the shoulder. Breath steady. Relax the whole body. Soft. Just scan from the crown of the head through the whole body, and any tension you find, just systematically relax it. This time, the attention comes to the entirety of the right side of the body. Sequencing the fingers and toes together, the right foot and the right hand begin their wave of tension rising up. Left body stays relaxed, breath is on the inhale. We're tracking the ankle and wrist, the elbow and knee, all the way up to the hip and shoulder. Engagement, engaged, breath is steady, not pressing into the floor so much as tensing, and relax from the fingertips and toes up to the shoulder and hip. The whole body is, again, finding that equanimity, that systematic relaxation. Left side of the body. Left toes, left fingertips draw towards one another and away from the midline. Hug in through the ankle and wrist, inhaling, drawing the breath in as the tension rises like a wave up to the hip and shoulder. Slight pause at the peak of the inhale. Hold the breath. The left side is tense, right side relaxed. Breath even as you exhale. Fingers and toes soften, and that wave moves back in towards the midline. Be at ease. Effortless ease. Come back to center. Shift the awareness to the right hand, right foot. On the next inhale, like a wave drawing up from the fingers and toes through the ankle and wrist. Inhale to the peak of your inhale. Tension throughout the entirety of the right side body, left side soft. Exhale and relax from the fingers up towards the midline, fingers and toes soft. Like a wave of relaxation. Awareness to the left side of the body, left fingers, left toes. Engage. Follow the inhale up like a wave riding towards the central axis of the spine. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Peak and release. Follow that wave of relaxation from the fingers and toes in towards the shoulder and hip as the whole body again soft upon the earth. Systematically soft. Breath is thorough and smooth. Be at ease and just touch the breath. Bear witness to it. Just following this relaxed pattern of your breathing. Relaxation is complete. Breath is out and in. After a couple of cycles of breath, on the next inhale, we'll find tension flood through the whole body, from the outside, the periphery in. Fingers and toes, both sides of the body, simultaneously, like a wave towards the midline, muscular tension oriented from the mind. At the peak of the inhale, hold the tension briefly. If you've been practicing for a while, you can hold for longer. You can practice extending longer. And relax. From the fingers and toes towards the midline, a wave of relaxation floods towards the center line of the body. And just observe the whole of your form on the earth, effortlessly supported, breath steady. Again, both sides of the body simultaneously, from the mind, from the periphery. Inhale a wave of tension from the fingers and toes. Fingers draw together, toes flaunt away. Through the ankle and wrist, knee, elbow, hip, shoulder. Tension throughout the whole of the form, the core of your body engaged. Breath in, hold at the peak. Diaphragm connected to the entirety of your form. Exhale and relax. Soften the fingers and toes like a wave. Feel the body surrender itself to the support of the earth, like a giant palm is cradling your body. Check in with your breath, smooth, steady, inhale and exhale. In corpse pose here, find 10 relaxing breaths thorough inhale and exhale, balanced off one another. Mindful on the exhale. Allow the exhale to leave the body completely. No pause between breaths. Just let the breath flow smoothly, without jerks, without sound. Effortless ease upon you. Effortlessly supported by the earth. Take a deeper inhale. And when you're ready, you can bring the right arm in line with the right ear and just roll onto your right side. Roll onto the stomach. Feet are about hip width apart. Arms are parallel overhead. And in this position, just get used to inhaling and exhaling. The balance for this pose belongs around the navel center, so as we lift the hands and legs off the ground, you'll feel that the weight of the body belongs there, so it can be helpful to have the arms slightly lower than the legs. As you inhale, lift both hands and feet off the ground. Keep the toes parallel to one another as if almost 10 toes were rooted onto the ground, and the palms face one another. It's as if the shape of the body were a gentle curve of the bottom of a boat. Hold for seconds as you breathe smoothly and relax the weight back down. If it helps, you can turn your head to the side so that the left ear or right ear face the ground. Just feel into your breath in the belly. Notice the digestive gurgling, perhaps the circulation to the internal organs stimulated in this posture. Notice the engagement of the abdomen and the circulation attentive to the internal organs. We'll try this again. Parallel the hands and feet. On the inhale, lift yourself up. Back of the neck is long, chin is slightly tucked, and the hands come up, the feet a little bit higher, and breathe smoothly in this position. Pressure on the abdomen is the practice. Breathing smoothly, one more breath, slight pause at the peak, and relax yourself back down. center your head and bring the hands to clasp opposite biceps. Walk the feet a little bit wider and return to Makrasana and just practice that 1-to-1 breath ratio in the abdomen, relaxing the diaphragm. Feel the support. The pelvis is held by the ground beneath you. Head is heavy, and just breathe here. Breath is soft. Tension's relaxing. Keeping the upper body as is, clasping opposite biceps and the elbows rooted down into the ground, shoulders propping the chest off the earth, diaphragms connected to the ground. Walk the legs in. Bring the inner ankles to touch. Slowly begin to roll the buttocks inward, increasing the tension. As if you were flattening the buttocks. Encourage them to become firm. On the breath in, hold briefly, and then relax. Relax the tension in the buttocks, relax the exhale breath. Again, on the inhale, create a tone in the center line of the buttocks and draw from the outer side of the hip in towards the midline. Tension in, exhale and release. Well done. From here, assume child's pose. Not for tension and relaxation, but just to resettle the body. In a kneeling position, knees together, big toes touching, tops of the feet on the floor. Bring the buttocks to rest on the heels. The head, the neck, and the trunk are aligned, and the hands come back to rest with the hands on the floor, palms facing the sky, fingers pointing behind you. As you exhale, bend forward from the hips until the stomach and the chest rest on the thighs, and the forehead touches the floor in front of the knees. Just find comfort here in your breath, breathing evenly. As you inhale, feel the abdomen press against the thighs. Exhale and notice the pressure change for greater ease. In child's pose, create 5 deep. In child's pose, create 5 deep inhalations and exhalations. Do not be concerned. The abdomen should vigorously draw inwards on the exhalation. And notice the inhalation expressing itself through the sides of the ribs. After your 5th round, just press yourself up to a seated position and steady here as the circulation normalizes. Find a clear wall, and with the heels a few inches from the wall and the feet together, stand erect with your body leaning against the wall. The buttocks, the shoulders, and the head rest against the wall. And from the crown of the head, slowly relax all the way down to the toes. Allow the support of the wall to steady your relaxation. And give your weight to the wall as you feel the descent of your breath through the body into the feet. Systematically relaxing this tension through the body. From this place, tense the leg upward from the toes to the thighs. Lift the pelvic floor, drawing the buttocks in as you did, laying on your stomach, maintaining the tensions in the legs. Continue along the entirety of the spine, one by one, to the crown of the head. Hold the tension on the inhale. Exhale and release systematically from the crown down through the vertebrae of the spine, through the pelvis. Relax the pelvic floor. Exhale and settle the thighs down through the balls of the feet. Again, tense the legs upwards, from toes through thighs, pelvic floor lifts, diaphragm on the inhale as you draw that tension along the entirety of the spine to the crown of the head. Hold the tension from the toes to the head briefly and relax, shedding in any tension from the crown of the head down through the earth. Rest against the wall, allowing the relaxation of your breath to spread throughout the whole of your form, and be at ease. Resting gently in the practice, moving on to your day. If you're comfortable with the practice of Agnisara, feel free to do so now. Otherwise, just moving into Shavasana, corpse pose. And if you can, using an eye pillow, just taking yourself away from the light of the day for at least 5 to 6 minutes, resting in this place of effortless ease, allowing relaxation to spread throughout your nervous system and body. The practice is complete. Blessings.